potentially the last game? Or will we see Dink Esports turn it around? Oh.
Like I said, I love me an underdog story, and Splitstone Quarry being like just a map that no one really likes. This we forgot Timbermill doesn't exist. Timbermill no longer exists. No one knows about Timbermill. Timbermill is gone from the memories. Ash going to be banned out here really quickly. Makoa to follow shortly, and it seems like it's a very front line based bans here. I'm surprised that we don't see a Bomb King immediately banned. Dink realizing that maybe we just need to play around that Bomb King as opposed to worrying about banning it.
I believe that the strategy they're going on for both teams in this match especially is that the biggest issue on Splitstone is getting a tank off the point. So let's remove all the annoying tanks and leave the rest so we can try to figure out what damage dealers we should go for. And speaking of damage dealers, Dink Esports are pulling off another Willow pick for today's matchups. I like this pick. It works on this map very well.
Very much so. Just being able to pressure, as you said, tanks being on the point is a big problem. Willow kind of removes that problem with the seedlings, the dead zone. It's just really difficult to stay on point when you got a Willow constantly shooting down.
Oh, Furia, welcome back once again. I mean, there is no... She is never getting a moment to sit down in this game. It's like she's just sitting down after a tough game, like, and then, you're called in again. Come on. And
all right, so
there comes Inara as well for Contact Noir. So, two great picks taken off right off the bat.
Alright, so it does seem like Contact Noir are going to go for a split pushing tactic again, where the Furia has her ultimate, plays aggressively. They're probably going to pick up some very aggressive damage dealers and flanks, and Inara is just going to sit all happy in a lock on her point while everyone does a job around her. So how are Dink Esports going
to... Ooh. Barrick and Genos and Willow together is a nice combo, giving those luminary marks onto the Willow. For the attack and for the defense, you can boost the damage of the Tinkerin Barrick. I mean, this is a good draft. They know what they're doing. But Leon, hey, we want to counter your Willow again. Hello. Definitely. That's what I see every time.
I do like the Barrack and the Genos combination. Obviously, Genos being strong in general, but Barrack is able to do a fair amount of self-sustain. And hello, there is a ruckus. We'll get to that in a second. But as you said, Barrack able to do a fair amount of self-healing as well as having pressure from the Willow on point. Genos just to top him move. I think it's a fairly good comp overall. But the ruckus coming back to Splitstone Quarry, that's a flavor win.
I mean, it's even Contact Noir's pick, so that's going to be interesting to see how that will be pulled off, because we saw OG try to pull it off, but sadly it didn't really work their way against Dink. But this time Dink is getting a taste of their own medicine by Contact Noir picking it. So, like, maybe this will be a really good pick, but it can also be a really big detriment in their first lost game of the season.
Definitely. I like the Cassie here. I very much do big game, very lethal to their comp. The two thick tanks there. Fernando being really strong coming back to the meta. His buffs seem to be very significant. And there is the Maeve. I did expect this to come out just to be able to deal with the backline damage dealers. However, Maeve is relatively, well, easy to shut down with the Luminary Cassie. So this is going to be something to watch out. I don't necessarily think that Contact Noir have the favored draft in this matchup. I would give that to Dink Esports, but then again, we can certainly say that Dink don't have Etsu. So we'll see how this matchup goes.
Hey everyone in the Mixer chat, welcome to the game 2 of the finals for week number 3, Contact Noir versus Dink Esports. Looking down at the rosters, Dink Esports on blue side, Uberlele with the formidable Fernando, Riflu with the big game Cassie, Malad playing Binary Star Genos, Tinkerin Barrack played by Soul, and Danny TPG with the Blastfire. Sorry, that's a Luminary Genos.
Debated.
Yeah, I got debated.
For Contact Noir, we got Fruz on the Cherish, Furia Nemesis on the Eminence, Lian, Etsu playing the Cat Burglar Maeve, Saki on Ruckus with Rocket Barrage, and Otto on the Mother's Grace Inara.
Yeah, it's both teams going in here, and once again, it's going to be which team comes out on top. Contact Noir are going to go more towards the high ground and the house. Dink again once. I'm going to try this flank again. Riflu in the back lab is going to be met straight away by Nemesis on the Leon. First blood goes through. It's Danny once again falling the first blood. Dink Esports now 4 versus 5. Otto takes a huge chunk of damage from this big game. Cassie, with the Mother's Grace, will stop any further disengages. We've got Etsu playing the Mave this time, looking for Malad. He's going to find a pick onto that Genos. Get the support down. Soul's really low, and CN, this is a fantastic start to their game as Etsu gets that double.
Yeah, Etsu just cheekily sliding behind into the DMs in the backline there. Doing absolutely brilliant work. Saki taking down Ukulele, and Nemesis dispatching Riflu.
Yeah, definitely here. And we were talking about this during the break as Contact Noir, with no way of Dink Esports getting towards this point. Wanted to highlight, I mean, we talk a lot about Nemesis, we talk about Laji, we talk about Etsu, but we wanted to shine the light, of course, on the unsung heroes of Contact Noir, because in our cast's opinion, it's only because of the front lines, because Saki and Otto are there that enables the damage dealers to really shine.
Absolutely. Saki especially, regardless of which champion he's playing, always making so much space for his damage dealers, always pushing very, very deep, and we can see Saki here pushing into the high ground as well, while Otto is just pulling up the walls and making this payload keep rolling. A minute 40 to go, and we are already past the halfway point. Contact Noir looking once again very, very strong.
Yeah, strong and dominant as Saki. Speaking of which, there's a fight going on in the mines. Etsu with another double kill on this Mave. And again, who was behind him? It was Saki. He was there backing up through time and space. Nearly connects onto Etsu to take him down. Soul having to back away, heal up. Milad back in spawn. Contact Noir, these guys, once again, they make maps look so quick. With still a minute and 12 seconds on this point. But right now, they're pretty much knocking on the door of another conversion, but Soul goes down, and just as it happens, the pick comes through. Contact Noir 2-0 up.
More kills from Etsu in the kill feed there. Looking absolutely unstoppable on the Mave, but yeah, completely enabled by Saki and the pressure that Ruckus is putting out.
Yeah, definitely. Looking at the net worth here, it looks more like a scoreboard right now, where you have the red block and the blue block. Pretty much here. Damage dealt, again, all in favour of Contact Noir. The shielding is coming through from Dink Esports, but I don't think we're going to be carried through by the shielding just yet. So, Tom, what is it going to take here for Dink to do the seemingly impossible right now? Actually get a point off these guys.
Yeah, I mean, that's the problem. It does look seemingly impossible. I think we need to see Danny on the Willow not get bested quite so quickly. We need to see more pressure from the Willow, especially more dead zones. We need to see the Fury healing being shut down. But even in the ultimate, Willow falls to Mave.
Yeah, Mave as well, going so far into the air with the pounces and the double jumps. There's so much mobility on Mave. He's really putting the champion to really good use here. There's some fantastic Mave players in this entire Legacy League here. Dink Esports, another chance to regroup and another way of getting onto that point. If they do get there, they have a way onto, well, combat mechanic. Actually going to get burned down. Ukulele goes down, but does not get the Immortal off. It was a Hail Mary attempt. Etsu was picked off, so there was something out of there. But Saki is really picking up in the backline on this flanking Ruckus. Now looking for Danny, takes him down. That's a double kill. Nemesis picks off Soul, and once again, Contact Noir 3-0 up.
And here we come towards the end of week 3 of season 3 of Magic's Legacy League. And once again, we are asking the question, who can shut down Contact Noir? These guys are playing with such synergy. It's absolutely unbelievable to watch. Saki pushing deep again, Rifle having to bounce their way away. But yeah, the pressure is too much for Dink Esports right now. We're nearly halfway on the payload push. Can Dink Esports dig deep and find a way to defend?
Yeah, this is... I mean, we talk about digging deep, but we're going to need an entire trench system, I think, in order to get back in. Just with how... I mean that with no disrespect to Dink Esports, but Contact Noir, these guys are playing on another level right now. We cannot sing these guys' praises enough. Pick onto Etsu, so the quick kill has gone through. Saki now very far forward is going to be the next target here for Dink Esports, but they just can't seem to stop this card. Even when Contact Noir are in a numbers deficit, they're keeping this payload moving. Just the sheer micromanagement of who is contesting, who is there, is really beautiful to watch. Nice scout there to CC immune the Urban Crash, but Varric still eats it straight up in his beard.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing Danny TJDJ on the high ground with the Willow here. Constant pressure on the payload, and Inara, Otto on the Inara is just like, I don't care. Like, I'm gonna keep going. You know, I've got my healing, and wow, Hexafire popped inside there, but the Fernando ultimate is there just to counter that out.
Yeah, really good use of the Fernando ultimate there. And then low health bars for everyone right now. Dink Esports could maybe get a pick it. Otto finally falls down, but here's Fruz. He's still pushing this point. He's been pushing it the entire time as it's now going towards completion. Dink Esports will push them back, but wow, Fruz got so much value from that fight. And this is what I mean. The micromanagement. There's always someone on that point.
Yeah. Soul and
speaking of, Saki got through back door. Sorry to interrupt.
I was just trying to see, like they were on the high ground there. Dink was on the high ground, looking to dismount Contact Noir, but still Saki manages to find his way through.
Kills coming through. Rifle gets also down. Fruz taking off Soul. Nemesis with the point. There it is. Contact Noir. The team to beat are your 3-time weekly champions.